Hi, everyone. Welcome to Soul Connections. I'm your host, Polly Jo Labbe, here on the YouTube channel, Trinity Temple of Sacred Wisdom. Welcome. Tonight's the night for some reconnecting to who we are. We've had a long, holiday, some time where we've recharged our batteries, hopefully, spent fun time with family and friends. And now that we're sort of gearing back into our regular schedule, it's time to remember to bring our fun and our play and our spirit back with us into the new year and into the new week, I guess, the new year. So to do that, we're going to do our beautiful meditation where we reconnect with our soul, our higher self, our spiritual teams, and just get some wisdom and some insight into what's unfolding in our lives, maybe a little guidance on which way should we be headed, or maybe just some reaffirmation of what we're doing is exactly what we're meant to be. So after our meditation, I always pull cards for people if they ask, and all you have to do is type in yes, please, and I pull cards for every single person who asks. There's no time limit, so don't worry. I'll get to everyone. Tonight's deck is the Beyond Lemuria deck again, by Izzy Ivy. Some of you, if you were here the last time, we used this the last time, and there was so much cool wisdom that came through. My team really invited me to use it again. So it's got some beautiful artwork, and there's a lot of playful inner child energy in there as well. So let's see what's on tap for ourselves this evening. So I want to welcome everyone who's here, and I wanted to remind everyone that next week we will be away on vacation, enjoying some well-needed respite, and then after that we'll be coming back live on Tuesday. We're switching our day. Our time is staying the same at 7 p.m., but we're switching to Tuesdays. It works a little better with my personal schedule. So that's what we're going to give a shot at. And I hope you guys will move over and join us then. And remember that you can always request a card even if you can't attend, so that you can see it in the recording. Because again, we want to make sure that you connect and get some guidance if you need it. So let's get ourselves nice and cozy, and we're going to start with our meditation. So just find a way to get comfy, make sure your arms and your legs are uncrossed. We want our energy flowing in an open circuit. And so just really notice your heartbeat right now. Notice how you have that internal rhythm. And maybe you don't feel it, but maybe you sense it. Or maybe you notice your breath. How deep is your breathing in this moment? And without judgment, just take a simple deep breath. Blow out any stress. And just notice how the extra air allows you space for your energy and your muscles and your mind to quiet. And let's do that again. Take a nice deep breath in and blow out. And just notice your connection to the chair or the bed or the floor beneath you. Allow that surface to lovingly support you. Allow your energy to melt in connection to it. Just melt into the chair, melt into the floor, melt into the bed. And just notice gravity pushing down on you in this earth plane, allowing your shoulders to go down, and just allowing your muscles to relax in your neck and your shoulders, in your back, in your hips, in your legs, and there's arms. And we're going to return back to our heart and the energy that is held within there, connecting to our physical heart, our heart chakra, and even our transcendental heart, the heart of our higher self, and the wisdom that is held within. And we're going to ask our beautiful heart to be the bridge between our survival body and our awareness, a bridge between the earth and Gaia below, and a bridge to the divine and our higher self above. And even a bridge to our spiritual teams, welcomed and invited to join us this evening. And we ask the divine energy to surround and protect us in a bubble of infinite love and infinite light, allowing us a cocoon of safety and security, a cocoon of all knowing wisdom flowing to us and through us, and activating the crystalline temple of light that allows us access to the sacred wisdom, the ascended masters, and all divine beings and energy of the highest, fullest, and brightest vibrations available to us in this moment. And we ask our heart to ground deeply within Grandmother Earth, connected to our earth chakra beneath our feet, acting as a plug of connection that not only grounds and focuses our energy, but allows our energy to refill, recharge, and recalibrate each one of our beautiful chakras. And as our energy plugs in, we invite balance to come to our third chakra in our solar plexus, bringing our personal power and our unique fire into balance, dissolving any fear that we may be carrying, any anxiety, worry, or stress. And moving into our second chakra and balancing our beautiful water energy, our emotions, our desires, our creative passions and pursuits, all the energy that brings that sweetness and that juicy flavor to who we are and to what we do and how we choose to be. And bringing balance into our root chakra beneath our tailbone, solidifying our foundation, grounding it within the earth, restoring any sense of imbalance, strengthening the pillars of our right and our left sides of our bodies, our masculine and our feminine energy, our logic and our creativity. Balancing how our abundance flows in all areas of our lives, in our joy, in our finances, in our experiences, in our relationships. And then asking the heart to also ground our energy into the divine above, connecting to our star chakra or our soul chakra above our head, plugging into the root of our higher self, plugging into all that is, and in so doing, balancing our heart in all of the unconditional love, balancing our air in how we breathe, in how we think, and how we feel, how we live our lives fully, releasing any disappointment or regret that may be caught in that spot, and making room for our inner child to really step out and be free and express themselves. And balancing our throat chakra in all of our self expression, in the words that we say, in the actions that we do, in the possibilities we create, and the ways we step out as our unique selves. Releasing any inauthenticity, releasing any untruths that we have thought, said, or expressed, or felt within ourselves. Realigning in our integrity, our honesty, so that we can be fully who we are and express that in all the ways possible. And balancing our third eye in our forehead, balancing all five of our senses with our intuition, balancing our logic and our thinking with our feeling and our knowing, and even welcoming in the connection to the intuition from our higher self, the communication from our spiritual teams, our guides, our angels, our ancestors, the ascended masters, the animals, the mystical creatures, allowing us to see and hear and know and feel the guidance and the messages as they come to us and through us. And balancing our crown chakra, allowing the beautiful crystal lotus to bloom, for our petals of connection to gently expand and open, dissolving any doubt, dissolving any trust that we have had difficulty with, trust with ourselves, trust in the messages that we receive, trust that our team is here to help and support us. And allowing that to simply dissolve, even just for a moment. Trusting in the divine timing of this moment and this connection for the good of all and harm to none, as always. And now feeling the entire bridge of our chakra system, the pillar of light, beautifully in sync and in balance, being filled and supported by the divine masculine energy and the divine feminine energy, flowing in unconditional love and support, and inviting that energy to send healing to any places in our physical body where we feel any discomfort or dis-ease. Maybe in the back of the head, you may have a headache brewing. Maybe some tension in the shoulders that you've been holding. Maybe in the middle of the back, between your shoulder blades. Maybe in the belly, below the ribs. Maybe in the hips or the pelvis. Maybe right above the tailbone. Or in the hands, shoulders, the knees, or the feet. And having the divine energy dissolve that tightness and moving into the emotional realm. And sending healing energy through any emotions that have been churned up recently. Or anything that feels fast. Inviting it to slow in this moment. And in the mental realm, bringing our thoughts into balance, grounding our ideas and our plans, grounding our thoughts, and just simply restoring balance. And in the spiritual realm, releasing any energy that has our spirit constricted, any ways we've felt we've had to be small or play small, any ways we've had difficulty expressing our innate gifts, and even sending healing out through our past lives, releasing any trauma, any stuck energy, completing any contracts that are ready to be complete. And now inviting energy in to fill, to match all that you released, so that you can call in brand new creative force energy to use how you wish. And with that, inviting in the wisdom of our spiritual teams to step forward and come close to us, knowing that they are always close by, just in the moment, allowing us to feel them or sense them or hear them more clearly. Welcoming with gratitude any wisdom they would like to share with us this evening. And welcoming in information like who they are or what their purpose is in assisting us. And in this beautiful connected place, we're going to invite them to share any wisdom with my team through the cards to share with you. For those of you who would like some reconnection or affirmation. So, going to begin to bring ourselves and our teams back into the present moment. You can start by stretching or yawning, feeling the weight of your body in the room, noticing how your clothes feel, how warm or cold it is right now, maybe the sounds buzzing in the background, maybe some smells of food that you had for dinner or have cooking now, or like me, essential oils. And just gently bring yourself back into this moment, into this awareness, and welcome back. So, reminder that if you would like a reading, that we will be doing those. And tonight's deck that asked to be used again is the Beyond Lemuria Oracle by Izzy Ivy. And we used that the last time, and my team had a lot of fun playing with it. So we brought it back for tonight, and I hope you enjoy it. And just a quick reminder that remember that all the messages that are given out tonight, they each apply to us. So listen to each one that comes through, because it may be guiding you on what's going on for someone you know, or it may be an expansion of the wisdom that you need simply for yourself. So it's always good to feel that awareness of the themes that come through, because there's usually a rhythm that goes through the readings that we do. And if you would like a card, just simply type in yes, please, and I will make sure to draw a card for everyone. And next week we'll be on vacation and definitely need the respite. I will be busy at a writing retreat, so we will return on Tuesday the 23rd at 7 p.m. And yes, we are going to switch to Tuesday nights. It works a little better for my schedule. And so I look forward to seeing many of you there. So yeah, let's see who is with us and who would like to have a card drawn. Hi, Julie. How are you? Nice to have Miss Hedges in the house. Yes, of course you can have a card. There's always time. Ah, beautiful card for you. So this is the crown chakra. And in this deck, it's called the Unlimited Self. So in the energy of the crown chakra, it's expanding into all the possibilities. You know, that there are no limitations. All the limitations are created by our ego, right? About our personal self creates the limitations. But when we tap into the wisdom in our crown chakra, it's like all of the resistance can melt away. And if it isn't melting away, what is holding it back? And usually there are two things that hold our crown chakra from expansion. And they're both related to doubt. And so it's whether we doubt the timing, we doubt the message, we doubt ourselves in terms of our abilities to have the possibilities happen, or we doubt the reality that it could happen. But all of that also stems in unison with trust. Do we trust ourselves? Do we trust the divine? And when trust isn't, infused through what we're doing and how we're doing it, then fear takes hold. And fear closes the crown chakra slightly, sometimes a lot. And my team likes to show the crown chakra. People talk about the lotus, and I see that, the thousand petal lotus, and they also show me it as being crystal. And the crystal, each petal has a specific vibration that connects to a specific divine energy, a frequency, a vibration. And so the more we allow our possibilities to open and expand, the more we're able to connect to divine energy that has that rapid ability for instant manifestation. It allows us to reach more dimensions and vibrations and frequencies of who we are and who we have been and who we're meant to be. So I'm getting that um, it's time for you to really tap into some of the unlimited self potential. And if money weren't an you know, weren't the objection, money or time, what would you be doing and how would you be doing it? Like if you could just do or be anything, what would that look like? And allow yourself some playtime with that, and see what possibilities can come through from your spiritual team around that. Hmm, love that. Love that for all of us. Thank you, Julie. Thanks for being here. Hello, beautiful evening. Of course, you can have a card, Deanna. You are always welcome. Ooh, I like this. So this one says Realm Bridger. And you can see how she's connected to above her and below her. There's like an orb that looks, almost like a miniature Earth, and then one that looks like a brilliant sun, right? And what I love is that the Realm Bridger is very similar to what my team has been doing in meditation a lot, which is, when we're in our heart center, we're in the higher heart. We can bridge between the earth and the divine, and we can also bridge between dimensions. We can bridge between our feelings, our emotions, and our physical response. And so when you are a realm bridger, it means you hold the heart energy and are able to show people the things that they haven't been able to connect to. You are like a bridge of possibility to the possibilities. So if you're working with somebody who is in negative Nelly land, who talks about always and never, and won't allow other possibilities in, you have that gentle spirit that can help to nudge them into some other reality, right? That it's never one way, one way or the highway. There's always multiple possibilities. Just sometimes we get so caught in our linear thinking that we miss those. And so you're someone who is able to show those other possibilities, show that those other opportunities. And it's a beautiful gift because not everyone has that. And think about ways that as the realm bridger, you could bring more possibilities to more people. Maybe there is a class you could teach that will open up their possibilities, or maybe it's about writing a book, or maybe it's just being present with a number of people. But I feel like the people who are able to bridge the realms, right? We also are really helping with the ascension energy, because some people are very caught in their dimensional energy, and we're giving them a hand up, and so some people will want it and some people won't, and we're not going to take it personally, but we're going to still keep offering that hand. So yeah, have some fun with that and see some new ways maybe that you could do that, because that could be fun too. All right, thank you for joining us, Deanna. Have a great night. Ellen, our lovely lady. Let's see what we got for you tonight. This is a good one. So this one is Reclaim Your Energy. And she's putting on her own crown, which I love. Very, very purple. The purple's really jumping on this one. Um, so when we get the card reclaim your energy, it's usually that we're feeling a little depleted or maybe a little defeated. Um, and that means it's time for some exquisite self care. And exquisite self care is beyond our norm. It's really about hyper focused energy on what fills your cup. Um, if we're constantly depleted, we're not helping anybody else by showing up depleted, because when we're depleted, we are in our negative energy. We are more exhausted, we're more prone to getting sick, and we just don't have enough oomph to give it what we need. So, sometimes reclaiming your energy is unplugging from a lot of things. Um, maybe making July your self care month. Um, and in that self care, doing everything that fills your cup. It may be massages, it might be energy healing, it might be listening to kirtan, it might be going dancing or going to the movies, it might be going to the beach or going for a hike. It might be going to an art exhibit or listening to a concert in the park. It might be um, sipping tea on the veranda. um, and it might be exploring some new restaurants to see what wonderful new tastes you can try. Whatever really excites you, um, that's what you want to do. And become a really good friend to napping, because sometimes napping is one of the best ways to reboot our energy. And it's been pretty hot, in many parts of the country, and so that heat can really contribute to our exhaustion. Humidity has its dense water and air all together. Um, so it's heavy air, right? It's hard to breathe. And so doing things that will help restore your breath, maybe going swimming, and yeah, just anything that will help you reclaim your energy so that you feel ready to tackle whatever wants to come your way, and that you feel excited about all the things that are going to be coming your way in the near future. All seems like it's going to be a fun time for you. All right. Have a great rest of your night, Ellen. I hope to see you soon. Oh, you're welcome, Julie. Thank you. Yay, all my emojis. I love their emojis, and they know I love them. Oh, thank you so much, Deanna. I really appreciate that. Ah, hi, Lindsay. Nice to have you in the house. Our California girl. All right, so your card is our ancient future. And isn't that funny with the juxtaposition of that, right? Our ancient future. So what I'm getting for you on that is, something that we've talked about before. And, we all have these things that we learned in other lifetimes, and gifts that are really ready to awaken and come forward. Um, as being part of Trinity, my school, that one of the first attunements that you receive opens up access to all your spiritual gifts from all of your lifetimes, and they will drop in to your current reality when you are ready to use them, when you match the vibration of when you had them before. And so it's when the ancient techniques come in and we use them with the knowledge we have now. the lifetimes of knowledge that we have now to create a newer, brighter future. And so it's that it's not one or the other. It's the weaving together of the ancient with the new dimensional possibilities that are awakening. And how do we integrate them and weave them into the future? And we've been working on that. My team's been very active, and as a student, a graduate, too. um, and so it's about bringing those gifts forward. A lot of people have been hiding their gifts from this lifetime, which is so difficult. But even when you unlock those, there's gifts from past lives that definitely could be helpful in this present. And those of us who have like a Lemurian background or an Atlantean background or an Egyptian background, native, any of the native cultures, we have some really cool techniques that were sort of extinct for a while. But our soul remembers, and our DNA remembers. So yeah, it's time to bring our ancientness out and into the future to help the evolution of humanity in this current moment. Hmm. Minor message for everyone. uh, so yeah. And if you might need another attunement too, sometime soon, to help something that's like bubbling right below the surface to come on out, because I'm sensing that too. All right. Have a great night, sweetie. Talk to you soon. Hi, Andrew. Nice to have you. Congratulations on your upcoming nuptials. That seems fun. All right. So your card is the Crystal Keys. All right. I don't know how much you work with crystals. Well, I know you cook, so maybe you use some crystal energy that way. So the crystal keys are connected to the crystal bowls. They're connected to musical notes, and they're connected to the octaves. And many people understand that there are certain hertz numbers that help with different types of healing work. This is all Lemurian, by the way. And I mean, it's reemerging now, and science is proving it, so it's kind of cool. But it's been around since then. And so using crystal energy to unlock our potential, unlock our, like a key in a door. So if we're looking for a door of opportunity to open, and it seems like it's locked, like we can't get through it, then we aren't in the right vibrational match to what's on the other side of the door. And so how do we align our energy? Well, we align our energy with the crystal that matches the energy on the other side of the door. So, you know, clear quartz points especially can be helpful. Lemurian quartz is like on point for this if you can find a small piece of it. But you can call on your crystal allies even without having a physical crystal with you and ask for the crystal key. And so there were ancient healers who had particular keys, and some of them were sort of physical keys, like unlocking a door. and some were musical keys, so they knew what note to play, and what pitch and what how long to hold a note. Um, and so I'm seeing that you have some gifts around that. And I know you do like music. So, maybe crystal bowls are something that would be um, up your alley, or maybe even like tuning forks, because they do a very similar thing. But I'm really seeing crystal. I keep seeing crystals. And so I highly recommend, if you don't have a piece of Lemurian quartz, that you might want to get a piece, because it probably will guide the way. Crystal allies are fun. I invite you to work with them, because they have a lot of potential, especially for people who are really artistically inclined, and musicians on top of that. All right, there you go, dear. Have a great day. Hi, Mary. Glad you made it. All right. So, Mary, you got the card New Blueprints. Isn't that great? So, new blueprints are, these are fun. um, it's it's like you're creating something, and um, now it's ready. Now it's ready to be unveiled, right? And so I'm seeing that the blueprints being rolled out onto the table, and you standing over it and showing different people what's going to be built and how it's going to be built. And sometimes the new blueprints are also for ourselves. Um, this is the new way I'm going to be. This is the new way I'm going to express myself. And the blueprints are really like our guide, our way of charting our progress, but also charting our completion. Um, so blueprints can, be very physical, like a house, um, and they can also be a new alignment of your DNA. Um, so sometimes when we're in the midst of our upgrade and in the midst of holding a fuller vibration and frequency, because we don't leave the third dimension behind, we're able to access the third, fourth, and the fifth when we move into the fifth. So we can basically kind of slide between them, um, and have each of those experiences. And in the new blueprint energy, it's like building a new addition to your house, or upgrading your software. Well, probably more like your hardware. And part of it is happening on a cellular level, but what's happening on a cellular level will actually expand what can happen in your physical reality too. So it sounds like new plans are coming in. And actually, they seem very well thought out. And lots of times we know that we've got a plan, but we have no idea what we're doing or where we're going. But I'm seeing a whole detailed plan for you. So if you've got something new in the works, or that you've been thinking about for years, it's like time to unroll that and get it set up, and really infuse it with as much creative possibility. Remember, keep that crown chakra wide open. Trust that it can happen. Release any doubt, and see what magic you can create. Because it looks fantastic. Look forward to seeing or hearing what that's all about. Nice. Thank you. You're welcome, Lindsay. Glad you were here. Yes, of course, Tanya. Welcome to the show. Oh, this is a sweet card. So your card is the evolution card. And you can see the DNA strands, you can see all the water energy, lots and lots of blue. So the evolution card is about embracing the fact that you're evolving, you're changing, you're growing, you're becoming more of yourself. And that can be super scary, but it can also be super amazing. And so in this place where it's inviting you to see your current journey as an evolution. Um, and if you think of that in like physical sense, right? You can imagine that, you know, your DNA is shifting so that it has more strands, or that your cells have more resilience. Um, and it might be that you might be experiencing your innate gifts, your psychic or your intuition or your inner knowing, um, all being amplified. You may um, notice a lot more messages coming through in numbers being repeated, or in seeing particular animals. And you also might be really feeling called to switch um, what you're doing with your life, or your focus in your life. Lots of times, as part of the evolution, part of us wants to slow down and part of us wants to speed up, because we want to hurry and get to the finish line. But evolution is not a quick race. um, but it is a time when we realize things like, I hate my job. And yes, you may stay with it because it provides the financial security that you love. Um, but how do you fill the rest of your time with what you love? Or how do you start to shift your focus and your attention to what really fills you up and lights you up and gets you excited? Maybe it's taking new classes, or maybe it's exploring some new books, making new friends. Um, but you are definitely in the right place at the right time. So lean into any of that energy around evolution, and see how you can grow, and know that we're all growing and we're all expanding, just somewhat different rates. And your soul knows the way. You're not going to get left behind. Your team is right there with you. And if you need any help, reach out. Be happy to help. All right, dear. Thanks for coming tonight. You guys are welcome. Thanks. You are very welcome, Tanya. I'm glad you were here. Yay! I can't wait to see you this weekend, too. You and Beth giving you lots of hugs. I have a new lobster roll place, too, that you guys got to try. All right, let's give you a card, Miss Carol. Ah, love this. Look at this fantastic cat. This is the Portal Keeper. So the Portal Keeper is someone who basically stands hard. And you're the person, and I've known this for a long time, you're able to really call on your divine connection, and you trust it and you hold it very true. And as the Portal Keeper, other people turn to you for that wisdom because they know it too. And so they ask you to share the way, or to give them some guidance. You know, that's why you made such a fantastic teacher, because you were always open to people's curiosity, and we're inviting their creativity. So as the portal keeper, you're in this energy right now of um, helping people connect back to their version of the divine, and also letting them know that it's a safe space to do so. Because there's a lot of fear around the divine energy, um, thinking that there's going to be judgment, or that there's good or bad. They don't have that full-hearted, expanded feeling around that, and so you're in your own way a bridge, um, but a bridge to reconnecting people to um, yeah, their version of the divine, and showing them that it's safe and that it's okay, and that no harm will come to them. Mm, what a magical gift you have. Um, and I've known it all along, but I'm glad that some other people get to bear witness to that too. And I look so forward to seeing you this weekend. Woohoo! Hi, Rachel. How are you? Glad you got the message. Nice card. Life force energy. I love all the sacred geometry in this card. It's just fantastic. It's filled with all this great, fun energy. So, what I'm getting for you around this, it's very similar to the, sort of nourish your energy, call more life force energy in, fill your cup. But life force energy also has this play quality. And you're somebody who knows how to play. You couldn't have worked at Six Flags without it. And so it's that, just really tapping into that joy, that really strong joy that comes from accessing that creativity, that magic, and that wonder, and using that, not so much to fill yourself up, but to really show other people how to fill themselves up, or how to invite inspiration and creativity in others. I know you work with kids, so I mean, they just help us do that anyways, but really, just those are things that really inspire us to take deep breaths and really live our lives fully. So I'm seeing running and jumping and playing, and the magic and wonder of like artwork and creativity, and lots of sunshine. So finding ways to help others reconnect with their life force energy, bring out that child part of them, because we all need that inner child is the magician. It's the one that carries the magic wand into our future and our wishes. So tap into that, and how you're like really gifted at it. So it's one of your gifts is showing others how to access that. And maybe that's something you should think about. Maybe there's a way that you can share that gift with others in a bigger way. Maybe do inner child classes, or activities for grown-ups, and invite that play and wonder to come in, because it creates a lot of magic on this planet when we do. Nice. Love that, Rachel. Thank you for coming tonight and sharing that with us. All right, Rob. Last card of the night. So you got the Earth card this time. And this is Nurture Nature. So the Earth card is really about, I mean, it's perfect. Summer weather, that nurture yourself with nature. Get outside, And I know you've been doing some of this, a lot of us have, but get outside and be in the sunshine. Get outside and just breathe in the fresh air. Feel real water. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Feel the breeze on you and the warmth of the sun. And allow that to bring your breath back into balance. We get really revved up in our everyday lives and going and doing and going and doing. And we forget how to breathe deeply. And nature is not about how fast we go. It's about how much we can just be and open and bloom. Um, so there's some earth energy that really wants to solidify. I'm also seeing um some rituals that can be done in nature, that can help reconnect with your a deeper sense of your spiritual self as well. Outdoor ceremonies are beautiful when we do them. I love to do fire ceremonies at night, especially in like the full moon energy. Um, but that's me because I'm such a moon goddess. And of course, I love to do stuff at the ocean because that's just my jam. But I know you love the woods and the lakes. So maybe there's something that's like ready to birth, to ground in some more earth energy for you, and see how that can unfold for you. Especially over this next week, it feels like it'll nurture your soul. It'll allow your true nature to shine through, while filling your cup. And I love that. All right, everyone, thank you for joining us tonight. We invite you to come and see us in 2 weeks on Tuesday. I will put it up. Next week we'll be on vacation, and then the week after we will start on Tuesday, July 23rd at 7. We'll be doing Tuesday nights, and we look forward to seeing you there. And thank you for sharing your soul's connection with us this evening, and thank you for sharing the wisdom of your guides because it inspires and it helps all of us. And with that, guys, bye for now.